Aspiring writer Olivia Carter was no stranger to writer's block. Despite her unwavering passion for storytelling, she often found herself struggling to put pen to paper. One day, while rummaging through the dusty shelves of a peculiar antique bookstore, Olivia stumbled upon a worn, leather-bound manuscript. The faintly glowing script on the cover, written in an unknown language, drew her in immediately. Upon purchasing the mysterious book, Olivia felt a sudden surge of inspiration. That night, she poured her heart into a chilling tale of a vengeful ghost haunting an abandoned mansion. As she wrote the final words, she noticed the ink shimmer and fade into the pages of the manuscript. The next day, news of an unexplained and gruesome death in a local abandoned mansion sent chills down Olivia's spine. The details of the incident matched her story perfectly. It was no mere coincidence her story had come to life. Unsettled but curious, Olivia tested the manuscript again, writing a story about a monstrous creature lurking in the sewers beneath the city. Once again, the ink vanished from the pages, and the following day, reports of missing persons and gruesome discoveries flooded the news. Frightened by the realization that her stories were manifesting in the real world, Olivia decided to dig deeper into the origins of the cursed manuscript. Her research led her to the tragic story of an ancient author who, in a desperate attempt to gain fame and fortune, had made a pact with a malevolent entity. The result was the cursed manuscript, which granted its owner the power to bring their stories to life, but at a terrible cost. As Olivia uncovered more about the manuscript's dark past, she learned that she was not its first victim. Throughout history, others had discovered the cursed artifact, only to see their lives and those of their loved ones destroyed by the horror it unleashed. Among these tragic figures was the manuscript's original owner, who had been driven to madness by the curse and ultimately met a gruesome end. Determined to break the curse and protect the world from her terrifying stories, Olivia sought the help of a renowned occultist, Dr. Amelia Gray. Together, they embarked on a perilous journey to uncover the secrets of the curse and the entity behind it. Following a trail of cryptic clues and ancient texts, Olivia and Dr. Gray learned of a ritual that could potentially break the curse. However, the ritual required a tremendous sacrifice, one that Olivia was not sure she could make. Time was running out, and the horrors born from her imagination continued to wreak havoc on the world. As Olivia prepared to face her greatest challenge, she couldn't help but wonder if she could live with the consequences of her actions. With Dr. Gray's guidance, she began to study the ritual in detail, hoping to find an alternative that wouldn't demand such a heavy price. Olivia and Dr. Gray, racing against time, began collecting the items necessary for the ritual. They scoured the city for rare ingredients, delving into the shadows of the occult underworld. As they collected the final components, they discovered that the ritual required a pure and willing human soul as the ultimate sacrifice. Terrified but resolute, Olivia understood that only her own soul would suffice. Despite Dr. Gray's protests, she insisted on proceeding with the ritual, knowing it was the only way to stop the horrors she had unleashed. In the dead of night, Olivia and Dr. Gray performed the intricate ritual. As the chants echoed through the room and the candles flickered in the darkness, Olivia felt an overwhelming sense of dread. The malevolent entity that had cursed the manuscript appeared before them, a grotesque and terrifying figure demanding its due. Olivia, her heart pounding with fear and determination, offered her soul to the entity in exchange for breaking the curse. The creature, amused by her bravery, agreed to the deal but warned her that the price of her sacrifice would be eternal torment. As the curse lifted, the horrors Olivia had created began to fade from existence. The world slowly returned to normal, the terror and devastation caused by her stories erased as if they had never occurred. However, the cost of Olivia's sacrifice weighed heavily upon her. She was left with a deep, unrelenting anguish that haunted her every moment. Her once vibrant spirit was now overshadowed by the darkness of her pact with the malevolent entity. Despite the unbearable pain, Olivia found solace in the knowledge that she had saved countless lives and prevented unimaginable suffering. She devoted herself to helping others affected by the supernatural and the occult, using her newfound knowledge to combat the forces of darkness. Dr. Gray, inspired by Olivia's strength and determination, joined her in this mission. Together, they formed a formidable team, dedicated to protecting the world from the unseen horrors that lurked in the shadows. Olivia's journey led her to face the malevolent entity once more as she sought to free her soul from its grip. Armed with her newfound knowledge and the support of Dr. Gray, she confronted the creature in a battle that would determine her fate and the fate of countless others. The battle raged on, but ultimately, Olivia's strength and determination prevailed. She managed to break the entity's hold on her soul, but the victory came at a great cost: the life of her dear friend and ally, Dr. Amelia Gray. Grieving the loss of Dr. Gray, Olivia carried on their shared mission, dedicating her life to protecting others from the darkness she had once unwittingly unleashed. The cursed manuscript, its power broken, was locked away in a hidden vault, never to harm another soul. In time, Olivia's pain began to subside, replaced by a sense of purpose and a drive to honor the memory of her fallen friend. She continued to write, but now her stories served as warnings and tales of hope, a testament to the power of resilience and determination in the face of unimaginable darkness. As the years passed, Olivia became a renowned author, her works inspiring countless readers to confront their own fears and face the shadows that lurked within their hearts. The pain of her past sacrifices never fully disappeared, but she learned to live with it, using it as a reminder of the responsibility she bore and the power that her words held. In the end, Olivia Carter's story became one of redemption and triumph, a tale of an ordinary woman who faced extraordinary challenges and emerged victorious. Though the cursed manuscript remained a dark and painful memory, it also served as a symbol of the strength that could be found within every human soul, even in the face of unspeakable horror.